32 annual international events to over 42,000 CMS students, their parents and global society at large. Odyssey International, the English Literary Festival, currently on at the CMS World Unity Convention Centre, organized by City Montessori School, Rajendra Nagar Campus II, began its rounds of competition with this inspiring song from the students of Maria's Public School, Guwahati, Assam.
Now it's time to hold hands and rub the tears from your face. You've been there through sands of time, so I won't let you go, 'cause you're mine. You care, even when we dare tear apart into pieces.
It is said, do not curse darkness, instead light a lamp. Here is the lamp lighting ceremony with the chief guest for the day, Dr. Pratyush Mani Tripathi, Director and Course Coordinator, Public Administration General Studies with ICS Lucknow, and the Principal, Mrs. Sunita Dwivedi.
All over the world, for peace and harmony.
The chief guest was invited to address the students, and he spoke on developing leaders of tomorrow.
These are the certain hallmarks of the excellence of this institution. Now there is a question. Do we have educational institutions which aims at generating excellence and which are equipped to produce people of movers and mobilizers of opinion, integrated personalities whose minds, hearts and characters have been developed in the noble traditions of our invaluable heritage? There is one thing that I would like to say. Animals can be trained. Only human beings can be educated. Education requires personal participation and transformation. It cannot be given to anyone. It must be inwardly appropriated. It involves cultivation of the mind, not merely with a view to offering it as a commodity, rather to assume it as a fundamental knowledge. H.G. Wells wisely observed that human history is becoming more and more a rare between education and catastrophe.
Friends, Odyssey International is a hot pot of interesting competitions. The complete team from CMS Films and Radio Division has brilliantly put together the events of the entire day. So, here we go. Welcome to Histrionic Heaven, the mime act for juniors and seniors on the topic Stone Age to Clone Age. The camera team sneaked into the basement hall to witness the scratching of the pen on paper, running fiercely with the creative juices of the writers of magical hues in the creative writing contest.
Some dreams live on in time forever. Those dreams you want with all your heart, and I'll do whatever it takes. If I
Let us move on to articulate arena, the elocution of juniors to test the linguistic ability in them.
How do you like to settle this outside? Okay, sir. Would you prefer the car park, the side alley, or the street in front of the restaurant? I prefer it right here, I said, and punched him hard. He ducked and then countered with a left hook under my eye. It was the first time all night he hadn't offered me a selection. I collapsed into my chair as the summer authority rushed over. I felt my tie being loosened, my collar unbuttoned, hands slapping my face. When I regained my senses, I saw the head waiter standing right in front of my nose. He apologized and offered to buy me a drink. No, thanks. I'll be all right. Just bring me a glass of water. Yes, sir. Right away. Would you prefer imported mineral water, sparkling water, club soda, or filtered water? Thank you.
Lochinvar by Sir Walter Scott. O young Lochinvar has come out of the west. Through all the white border, his steed was the best. And save his good broadsword, he weapons had none. He rode all unarmed, and he rode all alone. So faithful in love, and so dauntless in war, there never was knight like the young Lochinvar. He stayed not for bread, and he stopped not for stone. He swam their river, wherefore there was none. But ere he alighted, and neither be gate, the bride had consented, the garland came late. For a laggard in love, and a dastard in war, was to wed the fair Ellen of brave Lochinvar. So boldly he entered the Netherby hall, among bridesmen and kinsmen and brothers and all. Then spoke the bride's father, his hand on his sword, for the poor craven bridegroom said never a word. Oh, come ye in peace here, or come ye in war, or to dance at our bridal, young Lord Lochinvar? I long wooed your daughter, my suit you denied. Love swills like a soul way, but ebbs like its tide. And now am I come, with this lost love of mine, to lead but one measure, drink one cup of wine. There are maidens in Scotland, more lovely by far, that would gladly be bride to the young Lochinvar. The bride kissed the goblet, the knight took it up. He coughed up the wine, and he threw down the cup. She looked down to blush, and she looked up to sigh, with a smile on her lips, and a tear in her eye. He took her soft hands, ere her mother could bar. Now tread for your measure, said young Lochinvar. So stately his form, and so lovely her face, that never a heard such a galliard did grace. While her mother did fret, and her father did fume, and the bridegroom stood dangling his bonnets in tune. And the bridemaidens whispered, "'Twere better by far that my Shafek cousin with young Lochinvar." One touched her hand, and one word in her ear. When they reached the hall door, the child stood near. So light to the crook, the fair lady he swung, so light to the saddle before her he sprung. She is one who had gone over pine bush and scar. He'll have field seeds that follow. Good young Lochinvar. There was mountain among graves of the Netherby clan. Fosters, Phoenix, and Musgraves, they rode and they ran. There was racing and chasing on Canterbury Lee, but the lost bird of Netherby, here did they see. So daring in love, and so dauntless in war, have ye heard of a gallant like young Lochinvar?
Judges, please note the participant took 2 minutes and 50.
The cyber mosaic has made book reading archaic. Hey, what is this cacophony? I understand there are two sides of a coin, and so is for this topic, for and against. Here are our senior students threadbare the topic through the antithetical address, or simply put, the students' debate while the audience became wiser.
Books to the ceiling, books to the sky. My pile of books is a mile high. How I love them, how I need them. I'll have a long beard by the time I read them. I believe that most people present here will agree with my statement. The topic for today's debate is Cyber Mosaic has made book reading archaic, and I, Mukund Singh, stand clearly in favor of the topic. In today's tech-savvy world, we have access to computers and internet all at our ease. Most people find them much more interesting, informative, and interactive than any book. According to a survey conducted by the US government, more than 1/3 people never read a book after completing their graduation in their entire life. Probably this is because computers have become an entertainment center now, where people not only do official jobs like making presentations and expense records, but also watch movies, listen to songs, surf the net, do social networking and blogging. Even schools nowadays are moving towards computers and cyber classes. Books are being replaced by computers and the internet, even in the field of research and education at the higher levels. And distance learning programs are an example of the same. We must remember that if we have to value the pursuit of knowledge, then we must follow wherever search may lead us. And for today's generation, it is the cyber world which they find to be the answer to all their queries and the solution to all their problems. I would like here to conclude by saying that knowingly or unknowingly, we have outsourced our most important peripheral brain functions to the silicon around us. Knowingly, it is to the benefit of mankind. Thank you.
Question before? Have you had a... Yes, please.
In the beginning, you said that access to internet is easy. Do you know the percentage of people living in rural areas? 70%. What do you have to say about this?
My dear friend, for the people who have access to books, I believe they have access to the internet and places like cyber cafe. I don't ask everyone to buy a computer themselves. If they want to access the net, there are cyber cafes all over the place.
Then you will spend more money. You will go to a cyber cafe. The charges are not less.
I want to make another point. Even the government is supporting the cause. We all are pretty much aware that the Uttar Pradesh government itself is giving laptops and tablets to the students this year.
Thank you. Yes, please, go ahead. We have time for one more question, very quickly.
We're one of the hunger capitals of the world. And should it be our priority to give free tablets and computers for e-book reading or to feed the people first? I think it's a premature...
My dear friend, both things differ. To give food packages comes under a different section and giving education packages are different.
I'm saying it's a premature
tablets
thing to
come under
tablets
education.
Right they are being... It's premature to introduce tablets right now.
Thank you. You made your point. Code number 21. You will be presenting your views against the topic.
Cyber mosaic has made book reading archaic. Having experienced the delight after turning over the pages of many books that I have read, and the world of knowledge which the books have opened in front of me, as if it were a magic casket, I am here to speak against the motion. First and foremost is what the book itself says, anytime, anywhere. Book is the only form of information which can be used at any time, at any place, unlike the internet, in which case you will have to be present in front of a computer, laptop or tablet screen. Next, dependency on power is in case of books. You will have to be dependent you are dependent on power in case of books, whereas on internet, you are dependent on power in case of books, or in case of internet, whereas in case of books, you are not dependent on it. You can personalize data in case of books, whereas in case of internet, you can't do it. If you have to underline or highlight any date in your subject history, it's not possible in e-books. Access to internet is very limited. In a country where 70% of the population resides in villages with no electricity, how can you expect them to use internet? But yes, books can be introduced in those areas to educate the uneducated ones. Referring to different pages is quite easy in books as compared to internet. For example, if you have to refer to page number 76 and page number 174 simultaneously, you can use a bookmark or any object of your choice, which in case of internet is not possible. Lastly, I would like to say the impact of the main theme of a story is no doubt better expressed by the book. You yourself can assess it by reading a very touching story of Rajendra Nagar Tagore, first on net and then in a book. I bet the feeling will no doubt be better expressed by the book.
I would prefer somebody who's not asked a question before. Have you asked a question before, dear? Go ahead.
Excuse me, don't you know the concept that we can open more than one tabs on the internet today if you want to access 2 pages simultaneously?
You asked for it.
I think it will be more easy to keep a finger on one page and another finger on another page rather than to click again and again on the different tabs.
Any other questions? That's his viewpoint. Have you got a chance before to ask a question? Please go ahead.
You said that when you have books, it's easier to bookmark, but even ebook readers have the option of bookmarking the pages. You also have hypertext, which is anytime information access.
Yes, you can hypermark anything but the text, but it's very easy to hypermark in case of books. You'll have to move just your finger.
It's the same case in case of an ebook reader. It's just one tap of a finger.
And now, friends, a dynamic leader, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, a committed promoter of the unity of mankind, unity of religions, universal brotherhood and world peace through World Council for Total Quality and Excellence in Education, share his worldly wisdom with you.
So you are a member of a family. You have to prepare yourself in such a way that you can serve them, you can obey them, you can be useful to them. You should become a good member of your family, a good member of your society. This is also family, extended family. The globe is our extended family. So therefore, you need human education because you are a human being. You are a part of the humanity. And then you have also a soul within. And so long the soul is within you, your eyes can see, your ears can listen, your tongue can speak, your mouth can eat, your hands are moving, mind is working. But as soon as God takes away the soul, He withdraws the soul, takes away the soul, what will happen? Your eyes will not see, ears will not listen, tongue will not speak, mouth cannot eat, hands will not move, mind will not work. Everything will come to a standstill. And even the family members will say, oh, take him away, burn him, bury him. Finished, everything has gone. What has gone? Full weight of 70 kg of the man is there. Still they say, everything is gone. What is that one thing which has gone? What was there? Nobody has seen even while it was going. Nobody can see that. God, you cannot see. He is a soul. His